Okay, this is a halachic question. How do you hold about shaving and trimming the beard? I said this last year. The hold, I think it's a translation from Yiddish. Year round and with an electric shaver or scissors as opposed to a razor. Okay, listen, I didn't sit on this halakha in depth. What is known to me, and I'm willing to say that I'm mistaken somewhere here. Shaving with a razor, asur. That's from what I know. With scissors, mutar. It's permitted. You're not getting a shave on your face. You're trimming. With a machine, I've seen acharonim right this way, right that way. Okay, machloket. I once saw somebody ask Harav Peretz this question. They brought him an electric shaver, and they asked him, can they shave with it or not? And Harav Peretz says, as long as there's something separating the knife from your face, it's like scissors, and it's not like a knife, and that's fine. No, so the Mekubalim, for sure, according to the Mekubalim, a beard is where Kedusha, Chasidim, and maybe my grandfather, Sabbi Yaakov, my mother's father, never touched his beard with scissors or with because Kabbalah, it says the beard is very important. Okay, when I told this to Harav Peretz said, we know about the Ramchal that he didn't have a beard. There have been Mekubalim didn't have beards. Now, by the way, there was just I don't know anything about him, but there was a Mekubal, they say he was a Mekubal. Living in Israel, recently didn't have a beard at all. I'm not an expert here in Kabbalah, but I will tell you that Harav Peretz has told us in the past to make sure we have a little bit of something on our face. Doesn't have to be, but to make sure there's something. It doesn't have to be. If you're asking him though what he would suggest something on your face. Nonetheless, when I mentioned about the Ramchal, Chacham Fa'ur writes in one of his articles, could be in Anti-Maimonidean Demons, it could have been even in his book, Horizontal Society, that it's very important that when you read about other Chachamim, you don't read from the polemics, from the attacks of other people on them, but you actually go and examine what they wrote themselves. There is somebody who tried to say the reason why the Ramchal didn't have a beard, he did have a beard. And there's two reasons. Either they accused him of not having a beard because he was very young, he became Rosh Yeshiva when he was very young, and his beard didn't grow in yet, or it was one of those scathing attacks, like he doesn't even have a beard, but he did have a beard. Chaz Shalom, how could you say that Ramchal would not have a beard? Okay, that's like the famous question. They ask, which kind of black hat did Moshe Rabbeinu wear? A shtreimel, a black hat? It couldn't be because, he was 10 amot high and the Mishkan was 10 amot tall, so he wouldn't be able to fit in with any of the tall hats. It had to be a satmar hat because it's flat. So of course Moshe Rabbeinu wore a satmar hat. Maybe Moshe Rabbeinu didn't wear a hat. Chaz v'shalom, you should say such a thing about Moshe Rabbeinu, he didn't wear a hat. Okay, it's one of those things. I don't know, the beards. I know big Talmidei Chachamim that had beards, and big Talmidei Chachamim that didn't have beards, and I never noticed the difference between Talmidei Chachamim who had beards and who didn't. There's a story about a Chacham Ben Zion Abba Shaul, the Rosh Yeshiva of Prat Yosef. Chacham Ben Zion Abba Shaul, he had a very short trimmed beard. If you're familiar with his pictures, very short trimmed beard. One of his students once asked him, Harav, but they say about us that we're the students of the Rosh Yeshiva who doesn't have a long beard. In that world, the longer your beard is, obviously the smarter you are. All of your brain is in your beard. So he said, listen, the reason I have such a short beard is because I want people should learn Torah from me. People will study halachot from me, not because of my beard, but because of the logic of the things that I say. People shouldn't listen to me just because of my beard. And so one of his students was so inspired that he went home and he trimmed his beard. He comes the next day to Chacham Ben Zion Abba Shaul, I got fired from my job as a rabbi in the yeshiva. He said, why? He said, because I trimmed my beard. I didn't want people to listen to me just because of my beard. He says, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but clearly the people who hired you, they only listen to you because of the size of your beard and not because of anything that's inside of your head.